All right, today we're going to dive into the story of an institution with a seriously fascinating past, the Punjab University of Technology Rasul. It's a journey of incredible transformation that stretches across empires, the birth of nations, and a whole lot of history. And it all kicks off with one kind of mind-bending question.
So right off the bat, here's the paradox that's at the heart of this whole story. How on earth can a university be brand new, just recently established, and at the very same time have roots that go back a century and a half? It sounds like a riddle, right? But believe it or not, that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
And here it is, laid out plain as day. On one hand, you've got the university charter from 2018. That's super recent. But on the other hand, its story starts all the way back in 1873. Just think about that for a second. That's a legacy that has seen so much of the region's modern history unfold. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's really start to unpack this dual identity, this completely unique legacy in the world of South Asian education. So officially, what is PIT Rasul? Well, it's a public university located in the Mandi Bahauddin district of Punjab. But here's the key, the thing you really need to get. It wasn't built from the ground up. It was created by upgrading one of the oldest technical schools in the entire region. So this isn't a news story starting from scratch. It's more like the latest chapter in a really, really long book.
To really understand where those deep roots come from, we've got to rewind the clock, way back. We're going back to its origins in the time of the British Empire.
You know, the school's original purpose tells you everything you need to know. It started life as the School of Surveying, and its mission was incredibly specific: to train local staff for the British government's public works and military projects. I mean, let that sink in. These were the very people who were being trained to build the infrastructure of the empire. The roads, the government buildings, and probably most important of all, the massive irrigation canal network that changed the face of Punjab. This timeline just shows an amazing journey of evolution. It kicks off in Lahore, then in 1912 moves to the massive campus in Rasul, where it is today. Then a big leap in 1974 when it becomes a government college of technology. And finally, in 2018, it achieves its final form as a full-blown university. Every one of these steps was a huge deal, a new era with a much bigger mission. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The university's own leadership is incredibly proud of this history. The vice-chancellor himself calls it a rich history and enviable legacy. He's putting it front and center, directly connecting today's modern university to more than 100 years of producing top-notch engineering pros. So, after those colonial beginnings, the school's mission took a dramatic turn. It went from being an engine for an empire to an engine for building an entirely new nation, Pakistan. I mean, the impact of this place is literally written in concrete and steel all across the country. For decades, it was the go-to place for training what they called overseers and sub-engineers. These were the hands-on technical experts, the absolute backbone of the nation's development. Its graduates helped build that incredible irrigation system and were absolutely essential for massive projects like the Mangla Dam. It's really no exaggeration to say this one school played a huge part in building modern Punjab. Okay, so that's the incredible backstory. But let's fast forward from the past right into the present. What does this university actually look like today as a modern center for technical education? You know, the campus itself tells the whole story. It's this huge, sprawling 216-acre property where you can see history and modernity living side by side. You've got these grand, old British-era buildings standing right next to brand-new, state-of-the-art laboratory blocks. It's like the whole journey of the institution is laid out right there in the architecture. And whoa, just look at how much its academic programs have grown. It's not just about engineering anymore, not by a long shot. The diversity is pretty incredible. Sure, the engineering and computing faculty is still a powerhouse, but now you've also got faculties for business and law, health and natural sciences, and even social sciences. It has really, truly become the whole package, a comprehensive modern university. So we've looked at the past, we've seen the present. What does all this history actually mean for tomorrow? Let's take a look at how PIT Rasul is getting ready to help power Pakistan's future. Now, this is what I think is so cool. Their key research areas perfectly balance their past with the future. You see work on sustainable infrastructure and water resource management that speaks directly to their DNA, their legacy. But right there alongside it, you have artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. It's like they're saying, we know where we came from and we know exactly where we're going. And listen, this isn't just wishful thinking. They are producing real, tangible results. The faculty has published over 100 research papers in internationally respected journals just in the last few years. That's a huge deal. It's a clear sign that its academic credibility is growing on the world stage. And that growing credibility is backed up by official stamps of approval from all the key players in Pakistan. It's fully accredited by the Higher Education Commission, the HEC, which oversees all universities. Its engineering programs are recognized by the Pakistan Engineering Council, the PEAC, and it's also got the backing of the National Technology Council. These are the pillars that guarantee that a degree from here is high quality and nationally respected.
But you know, for all the talk about national impact and global research, maybe its most important role is a local one. Beyond all that, PUSRUO offers an affordable and highly respected path for students right there in its home region. It's a powerful engine for social mobility, a real gateway to opportunity.
Which of course leaves us with this one big final thought. For 150 years, the people who came out of this campus built the physical world. Canals, dams, roads, entire cities. But now, as a full university teaching everything from AI to biotechnology, you just have to wonder, what will the next generation of its graduates build? That's a pretty exciting thing to think about.